Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch, and today is Tuesday, July 16th. If you're watching this live, let me know if you can hear me. Okay, I already have one thumbs up. Perfect. Yay! Okay, I'm going to take this off the screen. Oh goodness, I already have the measurements up there, don't I? And let's mute this. Hi there. Good afternoon, good evening. Perfect. Is the sound any better tonight, or is it worse? I'm hoping y'all say it's better, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's not even any different, right? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Okay, so I actually had someone request last week that I actually do the cutting of the cardstock for the project on the video. And so I haven't done that in a really long time. So I was thinking that, well, I'd go ahead and do it tonight. And then you guys can let me know what you think. You want me to not cut it next week? But we do have new stampers joining us. And so I thought, well, okay, let's try it this week. You guys let me know what you think. Okay, so I'm going to change the camera. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Let's see. Here we go. Well, there we go. Okay, y'all are there? Here's the project that we're making tonight. Isn't it so cute? So for my card club ladies, this is the stamp set that we're using next month for August. And I will be sending you a link to order the bundle through me if you want to, or you can order it on my website as well. But we are going to be making Halloween projects for August. I just figure I have to, right? Because I love the stamp set so much. So let me go ahead and share the link for the live Chick Candy really quick. Let's see. Let me find it. It's around here somewhere. I got all my links ready. So here is the link for the live, and I did post it early, and I'm going to show you those really quick too. Okay, here we go. Here's the link. Got it? Now I'm going to hop over to YouTube really quick and pin it. Let me make sure I've got this muted. Yep, I've got it muted. Okay, I'm just going to pin that to the top so you guys can find it. Pin message. Okay, so Facebook, you guys got the message earlier, and now YouTube, you have it at the top of the chat box. Yes, the little triangle pouches, do you see those? I had a stomach ache this weekend from a change in my medication, and so I couldn't really do much of anything other than just kind of sit and sew. So I figured out a new project. So that's what you see behind, I don't know which side of me. Where are they? Let's see. Well, you already saw them, right? Hi, Becky. Okay, so I've shared the link. Now y'all want to see the prizes. So Facebook got to already see them. So tonight, the live prizes are going to be done at the very end. And number 1 is going to be the Country Woods Designer Series paper. Number 2 is going to be the Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper. Number 3 is going to be these Cherry Cobbler and Pearl Adhesive Backed Berries. And then number 4 is going to be this cute little Halloween pouch. It opens up like this, so you can put some hand sanitizer, your earbuds, Kleenex, lip balm. So in addition to this pouch, you can also select one of these 3 retired stamp sets. So you're going to get your choice, either Pretty Pumpkins, Frosted Gingerbread, or Poinsettia Petals. So you have to be present to win this one, and I'm going to ask you which stamp set that you want, okay? So you guys have got the link to the form. If whoever wins this doesn't want this in the stamp set, then I'll give you an option of a Designer Series paper sampler. Okay. Isn't the pouch so cute? Yes. So I'm going to put the measurements on the screen. And like I said, if you guys don't like me cutting on the screen, I can not do it. I just had someone say, you know what? I'm not that great at cutting. Can you include that in your video? So maybe I'll do it occasionally. We've made this box before, like a long time ago, like 3 years ago, but it was a different measurement. So it's going to get its own new box template. And we're using Granny Apple Green cardstock. And I haven't cut one single thing. So I'm going to do all of this on screen. So if you're a paper crafter, you've been a paper crafter for a long time, you can go take a break and get yourself a drink of water or something. I didn't even do the die cutting because I wanted to be able to show y'all all the steps for our new paper crafters. And this is in the Brights collection of paper. And instead of using the little bubbles again, I'm going to use the stripes or the lines. Okay, so yeah, because in that pack of paper, you only get a couple of each pattern. Can you guys let me know, is the sound tonight any different? Is it worse? Is it better? Yeah. Okay, great, Tracy. Thank you. You received your birthday gift. I was so afraid that you received the wrong one. So that's awesome. Okay, so cut number 1. This is 8.5 by 11 Granny Apple Green cardstock. And we are going to cut this to measure 10 and 1/16. So if you are a new paper crafter, in between the 10 and the 11, there are all these lines. The very first teeny tiny line is 1/16. So I'm just going to cut this to measure 10 and 1/16. And then I'm going to turn it on this side and I'm going to cut it to measure 5 inches. Make sure my 5 inches is there. Okay, so this is the piece that we're using to make the box. Then for the basic black, oh, I hope this piece is long enough. Is it? Yeah, okay. So this piece is going to measure 1 inch, and you can make this bigger or you can make it smaller. So 1 inch by 5 3/4. And this is the belly band, okay? So these two pieces are now ready. And then for this one, we're going to cut a piece to die cut. Okay? So now the white, I just want to cut this to measure 3.5 inches because we are going to die cut those images after we stamp them. So now we're ready to cut the Designer Series paper. So I don't like to do the larger cut first because I want to be able to save some of my paper. So I always list the first measurement. So if you look, I'm pointing. The first measurement says 1 3/8. Is that right? Yeah. And so I cut that first. So I always try to list the measurement that I cut first. Okay. So 1 3/8. My vision is so blurry today. So 1 3/8 by 3 7/8. Now I'm going to show you guys what fits in here in just a few minutes. Oh, I'm going to have to stand up though because it's over there in my window. Okay, you're going to need 3 of those. So 1 3/8 by 3 7/8. And now one more. Of course, my nose has to start running right as I go live. 1 3/8. It has been so blasted hot here in Kansas. Oh my goodness gracious. So hot. Okay, so now you're going to cut. And the orientation of this now is going to be kind of wrong because these are stripes. when you're dealing with circles, it doesn't really change anything. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'm going to be okay. Okay, so I'm going to rewind that for a second. 7/8 by 3 3/8. Where's the 3 3/8? There we go. Maybe this orientation will be okay, right? And then 7/8 again, which is exactly, well, it's kind of a hair off, but we're going to say it's fine, right? Okay, so we have someone that's new. Rachel, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And I think I cut that at the wrong measurement. So 3 3/8, right? No. Uh-oh. You know what? Don't look at my instructions because I think I just messed up. No. I messed up on the first one. Grr. Yeah, look. It's supposed to be 3 3/8. I'm going to take that off the screen. Yeah, these are supposed to measure 3 3/8, not 3 7/8. Grr. Okay, that's okay. I have another. And here I thought I had all my ducks in a row. It just goes to show that I don't. So for those of you that were asking about the triangle pouch, I did already film the video and I will release it sometime this week. I always tell y'all, the reason I do the videos is not just for y'all, but for myself as well. Because if I don't film a video, like I've made a couple projects that I didn't film the video, and then I couldn't remember how I made it. So I film a video immediately after I learn how, because otherwise I won't be able to tell you how I did it. Yeah, because okay. Now, we are using 2 sets of dies. This is the first one. And I know you're going to ask me the name of it. So, do I have it? Yes, I do. Thank goodness. Greetings of the Seasons. This is an online exclusive. See my little purple dot right there that says OE. That means online exclusive. And I'm going to actually be using this upside down. Because if you look at the project, you can't see the little hole that's at the top. And that's because I used it upside down. See? That thing's going to go at the bottom. Now, the only other die we're using are these 2 that's included with the stamp set, the Potions and Spells. So we will save that to do later. So now we can actually start stamping. What did that take? Oh, it actually took longer than I anticipated. But you know, like I said, I don't have to cut on camera every single week, but I like to do it every now and then, now that I've been reminded, right? Okay, so basic white cardstock. Hi, Maya. How are you doing? Okay, so Memento ink. And I forgot my blends basket. You know what? So I'm going to stand up for just a second. Let's see. Let me grab the candy that's going to fit in this box. There's the candy. And then my blends basket. Okay. So I'll show you how this fits later. But a little snack size Kit Kat. This is actually not the littlest Kit Kat. This is the next size up, right? Because there's a single Kit Kat. So Laffy Taffy fits, a Kit Kat fits, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Okay, so let's stamp these images. Yeah, so I had a medication change last week. And so this weekend, I didn't get anything done. I pretty much I just sit around and I just sit. I say I sit and sew. David laughs. He's like, you sit and spin? I'm like, no, just sit and sew. I love this stamp set. Okay, so we're done with our images. Now we're going to use our Stampin' Blend markers. And I'm going to take just a little break really quick and let y'all know I have a brand new host code that just, what row? Let's see, can I make this bigger? So a brand new host code, because host codes are going away in March of next year. So I'm going to take advantage of between now and March, because at that point, then all y'all will have to move over to my Chick Rewards program. But for this host code, it's good until the 23rd. You get to choose between 1 and 3 gifts. So the paper snips, the Stampin' Seal Plus, or an embossing folder, $12 or less. Okay? So all the details are over on my blog. Here's all the blends that we're going to be using. And I'm going to put on my second pair of readers. Like I said, my vision is really blurry today. I don't know why. So I'm going to use the light daffodil to color this first book. And then the bird's beak. So I do have some very sad news to share. If you guys were here and you remember Gizmo died with the coronavirus, we did find out this week that Elvis tested positive. So sadly, yeah, we figured he would. Okay, so this is dark smoky slate. Yeah, how could they not live together and Elvis not have it? So Brooke and I spent a lot of hours crying yesterday. We kind of had hoped that the bad news for 2024 was past, although he's not showing any symptoms, so it is possible that he's going to be fine for a while. Once he starts showing symptoms, well, you know what has to happen. So some birds sometimes can live with it their whole lives and not have any symptoms, and we're kind of hoping that that's the case for Elvis. Yeah. Okay, so still with the light smoky slate. And if you'll notice, I'm just kind of going around the potions and not going over the actual word itself. I'm just kind of going around it. Yeah, I think that looks good, don't you? I don't know. I'm not a professional colorer, however you say that. Okay, so now I'm going to use Granny Apple Green. And I think I'm going to change this up. And I'm going to use the Granny Apple Green on this bigger book. This book reminds me of like Harry Potter, right? Now I'm going to take the dark and just kind of add some lines in there. And then now we're going to use Highland Heather. Is that right? Yeah, Highland Heather. Oh, I think I used the dark. I meant to use the light, and then I was going to put some light lines in there, but oh well. Okay, I can take these off now. Are y'all still there? Okay. So now we're going to die cut these images because this stamp set does have coordinating dies. I'm going to separate those and get my little mini again. And we're done with the Stampin' Blends. I can move those out of the way. Ooh, let's turn this around. Yeah, Brooke, yesterday I was looking for my camera that I have used forever to take pictures has died. I have used this camera for like 10 years at least, maybe even longer. And it has officially kicked the bucket. So I was looking for a charger for another camera that I have in the pantry. I know y'all were like, okay, you keep chargers in the pantry? Okay, it was in a clear container that was in the bottom of the pantry. And I found some dog food. So I started crying because I was like, I miss Bella. And I was literally crying, like really hard. And Brooke calls me and she's crying. And I'm like, oh my word, what's going on? I thought, Lord, she's been in a wreck or the doctor's called and something's wrong. And she was like, no, the vet called with the results. I'm like, okay, it's just going to be one of them weeks again. Just when I thought that I was back to normal, I am not. Although I am. Like I told her, I said, that's the thing about having pets, is that they always pass before we do. And that's just what happens. If you have pets, they're going to pass. I have had so many through my life. And I think that the older I get, the harder it gets. Like, seriously, like, okay, isn't that cute? I know, sorry. For those of you that this is your first time, I am so sorry. Yes. I do try to limit the conversation about that stuff, but okay, we're done with our die, so I can put this out of the way. Gretchen asked who made my cross bracelet. Silpata. I have the link to that. I will be happy to give it to you. Okay. I have to turn off the camera for a second because I have to wipe my nose. And I prefer to do it off camera. Yeah, it's Silpata. And I have the link to it on my blog, and I'd be happy to give it to you. Yeah. Okay. I can turn the camera back on now. So we're done with our images. So cute. Here's our belly band. Here's our paper. So now we're ready to actually make our box. So I'm going to put the measurements back on the screen, but just remember that I gave you the wrong measurement for the designer series paper. So I'm going to need to correct that. So don't take a picture of that if you don't. Well, yeah. How can I take it back? Okay. On the 10 and 1/16 side, we're going to score at a 1/2 inch. And this is going to be a lot of scoring. 1 inch, 2.5, 3 inches, and 4.5. And you're going to do that on both ends. So, and repeat. Lisa, I'm so sorry to hear about your cat. Oh, yeah, it hurts my heart. Okay, 1/2 inch again. 1 inch. 2.5. 3. And 4.5. I have to tell y'all something. My mama always told me, don't ever... Oh, wait, I forgot the other side. Wait. I'm going to score this and then I'm going to tell you what my mama said. On the 5 inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 4.5. You know why I'm emotional? Oh, that is not right. Grr. Let me take that off here. Jeez Louise. I have messed up, y'all. Yeah, look how short that makes this box. So, I was supposed to turn it. Okay. That measurement is supposed to be 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 4.5. What did I do? Oh, I said 4.5. Then why did I score at 3.5? Because I'm blind. Okay, just ignore this score line. We're going to proceed. Just ignore that one. So, 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 4.5. If I had just read what I put up there. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah. It'll still work because we won't fold on that line. We won't. Oh, girl, I messed up. That's like twice in 1 month. Remember when I was at the lake house? That was like an epic fail, though. This one was just a minor one. So I'm folding and burnishing on all the score lines. I was going to tell you what Mama said. She always said, if you meet someone that doesn't like animals or they're not nice to animals, they are not your people. You should run. You should stay far, far, far away from them. Because that just means she used to say that just means they're not very nice people. I don't know. I'm not going to say that, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay. So here is the box, and it looks like it has a lot of lines, right? I mean, look at all these lines. I'm taking my face off the camera again. Yes, I will get you the link to the to my bracelet before I sign off. Yeah, I'll get you the link, okay? Let's see. Put my face back in the corner again. Maybe y'all would prefer that my husband's very allergic to cats. Like, severely allergic. Like, he would die. He would go into an anaphylactic shock, right? Okay. So, I want to point this out because this part's really important. The bottom of your box, you're ignoring this line. We're just going to pretend that's not there. The bottom of your box is down here. Just this 1/2 inch score line. This is the top of your box, okay? So on the bottom, we're going to cut up to the score line on every single score line, okay? So start with the bottom of your box and do that. Every single score line, you're going to cut, okay? Now, where's my template? Where do I go from here? Actually, I'm going to pull it up on my... y'all can't see my screen, but I can. Oh, grr. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. So, I'm keeping the top up here. This first block, I am going to remove. Okay? And then angle cut. And then this little piece here, I'm just going to trim to the left and to the right. The next part, I'm not touching. The next one, I'm going to give just a little teeny tiny trim. The next one, I'm not touching, but this one I'm removing. So I'm going to fold this over and I'm going to cut on that score line, okay? The next one you're going to skip, the next one you're going to skip. So the next one you're going to remove is the very last one, okay? Now, we do want to trim these little teeny tiny squares because if we don't, the box just doesn't close as well. You remove that and remove that. Okay, so this is how it looks right now, okay? And like I said, you'll have I don't think I said it. You'll have a free PDF tomorrow that has all these measurements on it. So now we're going to work on the top of the box. So this first section, we're going to go one section at a time. So the first section, we're going to completely remove that section, okay? The next one, we're going to cut down to that second score line, but we're only going to remove the top part. And then we're going to slightly trim the sides. The next section, we're going to cut down to that second score line, and we're going to remove that whole section. Okay? For the next one, we're going to cut down to the second score line, and we're only going to remove the first part, but we're going to angle cut that little block. For the next section, we're going to cut down to the score line, down to the score line, and we're actually going to remove this entire section. Okay? For the next one, we're going to cut down to the second score line, and the next one down to the second score line, and then we're going to cut on that first score line and then trim. And luckily this recording will be available later so you can re-watch this. For the next section, you're going to cut down to the score line. Whoops, come back here. And then remove this whole section. Okay? For the next one, you're going to cut down to the second score line. You're going to cut off that part. Come here. And then trim on the left and the right. And then the next block, you're going to completely remove. And you can angle cut this if you want on both sections. Okay, so now I'm going to show you this. You can see the whole shebang. Okay, there's the whole template or the box. Now we want to round the corners on these two pieces. So I'm going to be using the Retired Detailed Trio Punch. If you don't have a corner rounder, let me know. We can find you one probably on Amazon or Michael's or Joann's. I'm starting to say other places because I noticed that sometimes the better prices are not actually on Amazon anymore. Like they got us hooked and now they've raised their rates. So make sure you check your prices before you hit that order button. Okay, we're going. So now we can add our tear and tape here and down here. Here we go. Oh, I haven't looked up for comments in quite a while. Hopefully y'all are still there. Happy anniversary, Joan. Okay, Cliffy says we need more thumbs up. We have, what is it? 82 thumbs up. Okay, yeah, I'll ask. Hey, y'all, I need more thumbs up. I watched a video the other day and I hit thumbs up. It had been a while since I had done that. I was like, oh, I kind of forgot myself. I know what y'all mean. Becky, if you're here, I haven't seen Becky yet. Becky, if you're here. Okay, wait. David's picking up pizza tonight. He's not cooking. Okay, so here's what's going to happen, okay? So y'all saw me put the tear and tape on there. And this is going to fold over just like that. Okay, see that? I always forget to ask that stuff because, you know, I started doing YouTube videos in 2009. And back then, people just kind of knew to hit thumbs up and subscribe. But now with all the other social medias, it's kind of, yeah, you know what I mean? Okay. So here's our book box. Now we want to add adhesive to these bottom flaps so that we can close those up to add our treat. So I'm going to add tear and tape to those. Okay. There we go. Maybe I should have just done one of these at a time. Hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, so now we're going to bring this up and then fold that over. Put those in and fold that over. Okay, so let me show you. The Kit Kat bar, it fits perfectly in here, okay? Perfect. The Laffy Taffy, was in our original box, which was smaller than this. So it fits in there, but you've got room. You really could just put 2 Kit Kats and that's perfect. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to close this up and we're going to attach our designer series paper. So here we go. We have what? Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure I did this right. So this goes here. So see that extra score line in there? It won't even be seen because we're covering it up with the designer series paper. So this is in the Brights collection of the designer series paper stacks, assortments I should say. And now this one's going to go on the front. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. This one is not Christmas theme. It's actually Halloween, but it could very easily be made into Christmas, right? Now the next one's going to go right inside here. Whoops, come here. And then now this one right here. Okay, now our next step is the belly band. So what you're going to do, I could give you the score lines, but I'm going to tell you, if I did that, it would not work. I promise you. I've done belly bands forever. So I'm just going to wrap it those first 2 times. So here and here. And then I'm going to take my bone folder, make sure that's lined up straight, and burnish it. Same thing on the second score line. I'm going to make sure it's straight and then burnish. So if you'll notice, I started right about there. And then now I'm going to fold this. That's the third score line. So I'm going to put it back on here again. And then we're going to do the final one. And to me, this just gives you a much better measurement. If you tried to score it with your scoring tool, it would be like 16ths and all these wonky measurements. Now just remember, when you're attaching this, don't attach it too tight, because if you do, then you're not going to be able to slide your belly band on and off, right? So I'm going to put my tear and tape right here. Yes, you could roll up money and put that in here. Absolutely. Okay, now, so what I'm going to do is put this back on the box, wrap it around, and just make sure that it's not too tight. Well, and mine's a little crooked, but that's okay. Nobody's going to know except for y'all, right? And then I'm going to attach this with liquid glue. And like I said, I put the hole at the bottom because this, I'm not making a tag, right? So I'm going to put my liquid glue right here on the belly band. Just like that. And then the books, I'm going to add that down here. And this darling, I don't know, is it a crow or a raven or what is it? So I'm going to set that aside for just a second. We're going to get our ribbon. And we're going to be coloring this because we're a little ribbon poor in our catalog, I think. I don't know. Some people could disagree with me, but I feel like there's a shortage of ribbon in our catalog. And I'm going to use my silicone craft sheet with my Granny Apple Green light Stampin' Blend marker. And I'm going to color the ribbon. Now let me see. I cut way too much, didn't I? Let's see how much I wasted. Oh well, okay. So I'll color to about right there. So all I'm going to do is take the brush tip and just color one side. You don't have to color both sides, and just make sure when you do this that you have a gentle hand. I always say I have a kind of a heavy hand, but you just want to gently brush the ink on. Otherwise, you're going to ruin the tip of your marker, and you don't want to do that, right? Okay, I think that gives me enough. And like I said, you don't have to do the back side because it kind of goes through. So now I'm going to let that dry for a second and then tie a bow. Yes, I love Halloween and Christmas projects. In fact, I used to say that I just wish I could post Christmas and Halloween projects all year long because they're my favorites. Isn't this so cute? Okay, let's trim this. Trim this. And then now we can see where we're gonna, I need to make that a little bit smaller. It's a little too big for this little box. I'm gonna go ahead and add it actually with a glue dot. Where's my glue dots? Right here. That way I'll know where to place. These rascals are almost invisible. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to add our images. So for this one, I'm just going to use liquid glue. Okay. You could use a dimensional if you want to, but I kind of felt like it didn't really need to be popped up. And then same thing for this one. I just used liquid glue. I started to use the black Stampin' Dimensionals, but I took it off. So for our embellishment, we're using the transparent adhesive backed dots. These might actually be on back order. I can't remember. Yes, it would make a great Easter, Valentine's, any occasion, right? And since we didn't have Granny Apple Green ribbon, we didn't have, yeah, I was just really limited on ribbon. So I used the blends to fix that, right? Stephanie says she gives me permission to make Christmas projects all year long. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I'm not sure that we would have product to sell, though. I'm not sure I'd have any sale. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd sell anything, though, right? Okay, so I'm going to put one here and one here and then one over here. Okay, what do y'all think? So cute, right? So yeah, so card club members, you're going to be getting an email from me with a link that you can go and pre-order the bundle for Card Club for next month. But yes, we are using this bundle for Card Club. Do I have a link to my embellishments holder? You know, I will get that. Who asked me that? I know it's called, I think it's called InDesign. So I'll make myself a note. So I need to make a note, 2 notes. Correct measurements for DSP, and then post link for embellishment container. Okay, so I'll include that on my blog post tomorrow. So here's our cute project. I do like the bubbles better, don't y'all? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to announce last week's YouTube Chick Candy winner. Last week, I just drew the name about 3 hours ago. So Denise, you are our winner for last week's YouTube Chick Candy. Even though I know you and I have your address, if you could complete our form, that would be great. And so now this week's YouTube Chick Candy, let me take that off the screen, is going to be, voila. So this little, wait, I should move this, right? So you could actually see it. So YouTube Chick Candy 164 is this triangle pouch that I made over the weekend. You can put some earbuds in here, some lip gloss, some Kleenex, hand sanitizer. You can clip it on your backpack or on your purse. I keep my earbuds in my purse now and my lip gloss. It's this and also the basic beige ribbon and the basic beige stamp pad. And the way you enter to win is you just leave a comment on this video when the video is ended. So not the chat box, just the YouTube video on YouTube. Okay? Not my blog, not Facebook, on the video when it's ended. And I'll announce the winner next Tuesday, just like I announced last week's winner today. So now, isn't this so cute? Look inside here. Look. So cute. Okay, so now for tonight's live prizes. Y'all still there? Did I make up a pattern for the bag? I do have a tutorial. I filmed it. I need to edit it. So yes, I did already film it because like I said earlier, if I didn't do a video, I would forget. Like seriously, I'm like an absent-minded professor. That's the truth. I can remember some things, but not all things. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. We're going to draw the prizes. The first winner is going to get Country Woods paper. The second one's going to be Unbounded Beauty. The third's going to get the embellishments. And the fourth is going to get this pouch along with their choice of one of these 3 stamp sets. You do have to be present to win this and the stamp set. If you're not here, I will redraw. Okay. So I'm going to go turn off the form. Yeah, I'm going to go turn off the form and then I'll share my screen. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going to my blog. I'm going to turn off the form. That's why I'm saying this out loud because I'm going to do it with y'all. So I'm fixing to turn off the form and then I'm going to copy the names into the wheel of names to draw the winner. Okay, we have 218 entries and it is officially private. No more entries. So now I'm going to copy these really quick. Download entries. And I'm going to add this to my downloads. And I'm going to give it a date. 7/16. Tomorrow's my Aunt Betsy's birthday. Yeah, Aunt Betsy, if you're watching, I'm going to call you tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to copy all these names. Copy, although I have an MRI tomorrow. Copy. Okay. I'm going to paste the names first, and then I'm going to share my screen. Boom. Okay. Share my screen. Screen share. Here we go. Okay, can y'all see the screen? Okay. Ruh-roh. I forgot that the video was playing in the background. Where is that? Let me turn that off. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn the volume up so y'all can hear the little spinny wheel thingy. Okay, so here we go. Number 1, the Country Woods Designer Series paper assortment. That's like ant-size font, isn't it? Congratulations, Joe. I'll recap these in just a minute. The next one is going to be the Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper. Congrats, Shelly. The next one is going to be the Cherry Cobbler and Pearl Adhesive Backed Berries. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Congrats, Angela. We share the same name. Okay, and then the final winner is going to get the triangle pouch with their choice of retired stamp set. So here we go. You have to be present to win this one. Colleen, congrats. Now I'm going to leave this up because if Colleen's not here, we're going to redraw, okay? So we need to hear from Colleen if she wants the triangle pouch. Okay, so we're just waiting to hear from Colleen which retired stamp set she wants and if she wants the little triangle pouch. Yeah, so the choices of stamp sets are Pretty Pumpkin, Frosted Gingerbread, and Poinsettia Petals. Congrats to all the winners. Yeah, and I'll recap them again in just a second. So as a recap, we have Country Woods is Joe. We have Shelly for the Unbounded Beauty. And then we have Angela for the Cherry Cobbler and Pearl Adhesive Backed Berries. Okay, we're still waiting to hear from Colleen. Has anybody heard from her? Anybody seen her? We're going to redraw. If not, yeah. Oh, she's here? She said yes? Okay, so perfect. So yes. Now, Colleen, I just need to know which stamp set you want. Did she say which stamp set? I'll scroll back. But yeah, which stamp set? Did she choose? I'll lift those up again just to... Poinsettia Petals. You got it. Okay, and hopefully you like Halloween, I hope. If not, you could choose... if you don't celebrate Halloween, let me know. You can have this one instead. So just shoot me an email. This one inside here has the lip balm and the hand sanitizer. Yeah, and this is perfect just to clip right onto your purse. You know how you're always digging in the bottom of your purse? So yeah, so if you, Colleen, if you don't celebrate Halloween, let me know and you can have this one instead. Yeah, when you fill out the form. So let me put the link up to the form. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. Here's the link to the claim form to fill out to give me your address. And if you can't find that link, here's my email that you can email me instead. Okay. Okay. Any questions before I sign off? I've got about 5 or 6 more minutes, so I can actually sit around here and okay. So Colleen would like the floral. You got it. Floral. F-L-O-R-A. Floral. Triangle pouch. This is yours. Perfect. Okay. We'll offer these again at a later date. I'll probably re-offer this one again next week. Look how cute the cat is. I got this fabric at our local quilt shop. It's so cute, isn't it? Okay. Any questions? Here's my host code. Linda, thank you so much for your kind words. I can't tell you how good that made me feel that you liked your mystery box. I was really scared to offer mystery boxes because I know that people would be disappointed if they got product that they already had. So, why is Stampin' Up getting rid of host codes? They're just changing their whole program. In fact, they're changing a lot. And as we get closer, because this is just July, we've got till March, they're changing the whole Stampin' Reward program. So, like in our catalog before, not in our new catalog, in our previous catalog, anytime you spent $150, you got to choose Stampin' Rewards. All of that is changing. So it's several months down the road, but I'm going to try to start reminding y'all that it's going to change, because I know some people are going to be like, oh no, why are you doing that? So I don't want it to be like all of a sudden host codes are gone and y'all are like, why did you do that? It's not me, it's Stampin' Up. They're changing the rewards program. So yeah, it's going to be changing. Debbie and Cliffy both want to know if I'm going to do the 12 weeks of Halloween. I will tell y'all right now, my heart's telling me to cut that in half. Instead of doing the 12 weeks, I'm going to do the 6 weeks. And I'm about 90% sure that it's going to be 6 weeks instead of 12. The reason for that is we do not have a single pack of Halloween paper, and we only have one. We actually have 3 technically stamp sets that we can use for Halloween, and I just can't make that many projects with the limited product that we have. So if I were doing the 12 weeks of Halloween, I would literally be starting in 3 weeks, and we don't have the product available. The holiday catalog doesn't even go live until September. So I'm gonna push it back, and I'm gonna do the 6 weeks. And I might change it again next year, but I just kind of feel like because the product's not available, it makes it so incredibly hard. Just like, making this project, we have very limited Halloween paper because we have 2 Halloween sets in our online exclusives, but our paper choices are not very Halloween-y, right? Yeah. And I said I was going to... Kathy, you're very welcome. I'm sorry it took me a few extra days. And Peggy, I did mention I was going to do my show and tell, and I'm so sorry. After having my stomach issues all weekend, I just didn't pull everything together. I actually emailed the doctor yesterday. Not emailed. I went to my patient portal and said, okay, my stomach issues, I can't take it anymore. So she replied back, and anyway, yeah, I was out of commission Saturday and Sunday. And I'm still smack dab in the middle of cutting for Card Club for, what is this, July? Yeah, I'm a little bit behind. Not too terrible. So Karen says 6 weeks makes sense. Shauna says 6 weeks. Oh, thank y'all. It makes sense to me. I mean, I've already showed y'all, like, let me show you the project I made. I'm going to lean across here. Sorry. So like I shared this project, a couple weeks ago. So I am going to still continue to share with you Halloween projects. It's just not going to be part of the 12 weeks of Halloween series. Yeah, this was stinking cute too, right? Yeah. Did I do another one? No, I think I've just shown you 2 Halloween this year. But I'll still continue to make Halloween projects. Just not in my 12 weeks of Halloween series. Yeah. And maybe if they change the catalog schedule, then maybe I could go back to the 12 weeks. But I just think in our Brights collection, we have Pumpkin Pie, and we have Daffodil Delight, and we have Lemon Lime Twist and Granny Apple Green. So for those of you that are in my card club, yes, we're going to have a Pumpkin Pie, a Granny Apple Green, a Lemon Lime Twist, And maybe another Granny Apple Green. Yeah, I'm not sure. But the projects will be, as normal. Simple, duplicatable, but fun to make, right? And you can always use a different stamp set. So, for example, I always say, if you don't like Halloween, we'll just take this bird and these books off and just slap a flower on there. Like, seriously, all you got to do is just remove the bird and the books and put a flower or a birthday cake or a cupcake, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, last week was the ghost box. You're right. It's over there in my window. Yeah, you're right. So I've made 3 Halloween projects already. So 2 using the potions and spells, and then 1 using the playful ghost. Yeah. So you've already had 3 projects already. And they're all 3 super cute, right? Yeah. And for those of you that are still here, I'll grab it really quickly. It's the little easel box, right? Yeah, it's so cute. See, and the little box opens up just like this. Okay, I don't want to demolish it. Yeah, little easel box. So I've made 3. Okay, if I missed your question tonight, send me an email. Here's my email right here. Yes, you can join Card Club anytime. The thing is that if you want the August kit, you have to join by the 5th of August. That's the deadline. Yeah. So the 5th of August will be the absolute deadline to join for August. If you join after August 5th, you get the September kit. But it won't charge you till September 5th. Right. So again, if I missed your questions, you can shoot me an email at this. I've kind of run out of space, haven't I? My whole desk is completely cluttered. Sorry about that. Yeah, I should have taken these off the screen. I forgot. That's much better, right? Now I finally got it. Okay. What did Sue Ann say? She said, good idea. What'd she say? Okay, my husband's home. You could always watch my past videos. Absolutely, yes. I have like 1,300 or maybe 1,500. I don't even know how many I have. Yeah, I have a lot. I've been on YouTube since 2009, so I'm like a dinosaur now at this point, right? Yeah, all the videos now that get thousands of views are like some kind of clickbait where, oh, you can make this in 2 seconds, right? I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to do it. It's just so fake to me. I don't actually watch any of those types of videos. Do y'all? That's a good question for you. Do y'all actually watch videos where people say, you can make 15 cards in 5 minutes? Because you can't really do that, you know. You can't even cut the cardstock in 5 minutes, let alone make all them cards. Yeah, I don't watch videos like that, but I know those are the popular ones. Even in the sewing world. Like I was watching something this past weekend and I clicked on it and like their title was like 9 something that you can make really quick. Listen, it was completely a lie. Like there's no way you could even make one of those 9 projects. It was a sewing video that was like 9 really quick, simple projects that you can sew. I'm like, you can't even make one of them in that time frame. It makes me laugh. And now I'm rattling, right? I'm reading comments now too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign off because I just heard David get home. Remember that little, if y'all sent me, Lisa, I got your package today. Thank you so much. We will so totally use those bags and I'll share it next week when I go live. I will definitely share it because I've got a couple really cute cards and a couple nice gifts I need to show y'all. What was I saying? Yes, thank you, Lisa. I did. There was something else I was saying. I saw Lisa's comment and then I saw a squirrel. Let's see. What was I saying? I don't know. The project will be available on my website tomorrow. The free PDF, the box template, all the details, but it will be later in the day because, like I said, I've got my MR. Do I have my MRI tomorrow? Oh, MRI. I think it's actually Thursday. Yeah, I'm a dingbat sometimes. I think it's Thursday. I keep saying tomorrow, but I think it's Thursday. Yes, we are making a Frankie, and I have a really cute project for you. I can't wait to share it with you. And it's also using the dies, the coordinating dies with this. So yeah, David's home with the pizza. Yeah, I just heard him arrive. Yeah. Okay, you guys have a great night. I will see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Thank you so much and have a good night.